Everyone, at some point in their life, has felt loneliness. The despair, the feeling of coming and going up and down towards something, not knowing where the thing lies. What is going on, you ask yourself? You feel on top, and yet you're so just out of nowhere. You feel like you're not there anymore. The feelings of despair drop over you like raindrops. They sit atop your hair and you brush over them, and you may not know what is going on. Whether or not you might feel that way, this is certainly something that many people experience in our lives. As we go through this journey, we often, maybe when we're 20, maybe when 25 or even 30, tend to ask ourselves, is this really it? Is the journey that my life was, that my life has been, is it coming to the way that I want it to be, how I want it to be? And the answer may not be so pleasing. When you're there and not there. Carl Jung, the great psychologist and psychotherapist, psychiatrist of the arguably the past 200, 300 years, well, probably it is highly possible that this man would be considered one of the greatest psychologists to ever live, and he studied the psyche of the human mind many times, and he came up with many ideas as to why you may feel what you feel. Loneliness does not come from having no people about, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to oneself, or from holding certain views which others find inadmissible. Whenever we feel lonely, we feel crushed, we feel like something isn't there anymore, like something that had gotten us so far is no longer keeping up with the demands of our life. But according to Jung, no matter how isolated you are and how lonely you feel, if you do your work truly and conscientiously, unknown friends will come and seek you. What does that mean in the world that we live in now? Well, the true and conscientious part means that whatever work you're doing, you have to do it with of your ability, whatever that work entails. It can entail many different things. It can entail pain. It can entail perhaps something that you're not comfortable with, and you would have to find a way out. And if that is what makes you different in the world, then that is exactly perhaps what you need. As Jack Crack would point out, the only people for me are the mad ones. The ones who are meant to live, meant to talk, meant to be saved, desirous of everything at the same time. The ones who never yawn or say a commonplace thing, but burn like fabulous yellow Roman candles exploding like spiders across the stars. This quote deserves no mention ever. No comment ever should be considered together with this quote. But in the next video, we will go over Nietzsche and how madness, which is a peculiar thing in individuals, is quite the commonplace in parties, nations, and ages, where it is the rule.